Yes, we are being recorded. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. My name is Eva Marie Everson. I'm the president of Word Weavers International, the director of Florida Christian Writers Conference, and my trusty sidekick over there is...
Hello, I'm Taryn Suiters. I am the vice president of Word Weavers International, and I am the co-director of the Florida Christian Writers Conference.
And today's guest with us is none other than the Florida Christian Writers Conference 2021 keynote speaker, Mr. Bill Myers. And the crowd went wild. Okay. So I will tell you first and foremost that my daughter, who is the conference manager, by the way, Mr. Bill, of the Florida Christian Writers Conference, is so excited that you're coming. She was so disappointed that you were not going to be able to come last year because of course, COVID and all that we endured as a country and as a people and all that fine stuff. But she is an avid fan and grew up, of course, on McGee and Me. And so a lot of people who are listening to me right now will say, oh, that's who Bill Myers is. I knew that name. But before we get to a series of questions we have designed, not really just for you, I want to give a brief introduction for those people out there, those two, maybe three people out there who do not know who Bill Myers is. He, according to his website, is
one of them would be my agent.
One of the most original minds in supernatural suspense. Bill Myers deftly weaves timeless truths into incredible tales. Powerful and thought-provoking, his worlds have brought millions of readers not only amazement and entertainment, but also into a deeper encounter with God, which of course is the most important part. Here, new territories are explored, old assumptions are tested. So now let's see what else we can find out about Mr. Bill Myers. We are going to have Taryn begin with the questions.
Well, I just saw you take a drink. And so my first question is, are you a coffee or a tea kind of guy? Ah, okay. Tea it is.
Tea it is. Okay, so yay, that's one for my team. And then the next question comes from me. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
What is it? It's about 7 o'clock my time. I'm early.
Yeah.
Usually up by about 6.
Yeah. Yeah. So does your morning routine typically include reading or exercise or writing? What is it you do with that early morning time?
I hang out in that green chair for about 45 minutes and read some scripture. And then I go for a walk and vent all my frustrations, pray to the Lord, and then come back and get to work.
Very good. Very good.
Now, do you happen to prefer dogs or cats or neither or both? Where do you stand on that?
I can't find any use for cats.
Oh, hurtful.
You have wounded Taryn immensely.
You've wounded me deeply. Yes. And possibly my cat. It was just in here.
I have a tennis racket and the things are, so there is some use for them. I just
Got it. Do you have a dog at home? Or do you just prefer dog? You have
3 dogs.
Wow. What kind? What kind do you have?
Yes and no. I've got daughters that ask us to dog sit frequently. We have one, yeah, so we have up to 3 running around here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, Taryn has a cat, specifically one in particular, who really deserves his own YouTube channel because this cat is insane. He's just really, really funny, and you have to appreciate this particular cat. So
he likes to skateboard, and he's just pretty wacky.
Yeah, he is. Okay, so if tonight you could only watch one thing on television, or you were going to the movies and you could only see one type of movie, would it be a comedy or a drama?
Comedy.
A drama. Yes.
No, it
like that.
It would be comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, particularly because I'm writing drama all day. It's like, come on, I got to release something somewhere.
Yeah, nothing like a good comedy.
That's right. You got to lighten up. Okay, this is a pretty deep question, Bill. When you're putting shoes and socks on, do you do socks on both feet and then both shoes, or are you more of a shoe sock kind of guy?
I think it's supposed to be sock shoe.
That's what I meant. Sorry, I'm only on my third cup of coffee, so I need a little bit more time.
I see. No, I'm a shoe sock guy.
Oh, that's good. So if we see you walking around the conference center with socks over your shoes, we should not be alarmed.
Right.
That's right.
All right.
Because apparently I'll be doing the same thing.
Yeah. Then everybody else will do it because we'll think, oh, this is what they're doing in California.
A disclaimer about California. I'm not here by choice. It's where the work is. So don't hold
That's right. Yeah. So I'm gonna throw in another question then. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
On the coastline of Oregon, with a stream running past the house and the ocean about 100 feet away.
So a river runs through it. I've got you. All right. So favorite book of your life, the Bible not included, favorite book?
Cat in the Hat?
Ooh.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So many books to choose from.
There are. That's part of the problem. There's so many.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about favorite genre? Do you have a favorite genre that you kind of just, if you're in the library and you just gravitate towards a certain?
I've written so many stories that I understand story pretty well by now. I've made all my mistakes by now, or most of them. So story's not an issue for me. Craft is. I'm always growing in my craft. So believe it or not, I read a lot of poetry because those dudes and dudesses, every word they choose has to be there for 2 or 3 different reasons.
Yes.
So I spend a lot of time reading poetry just to study the craft.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. I just this weekend I watched a movie called Hope Gap. Had Annette Bening and Josh O'Connor that played Prince Charles in the Crown, and a British actor who apparently is very famous, but I've never heard of him. But the wife, Annette Bening, is putting together an anthology of poetry, and so a lot of poetry is read or talked about in the movie, and it reminded me of why I have a love for poetry that I have not tapped into for a long time. So I'm glad you mentioned that. That's very good. Okay, Ms. Taryn, it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to know, what is your favorite movie ever?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, that's a good answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, my mother loved that movie. So very good. What was the last show you binge watched?
Brenda and I right now are binge watching Eureka.
Oh,
it's
I don't know this one.
I have to write that down.
It's about sort of it's a sheriff who winds up having to, it's a comedy, but there's drama. It's a sheriff who is average IQ who gets assigned to a town that's the Department of Defense is all geniuses and they're always developing stuff. And he's like 10 steps behind everybody else trying to catch up. Brenda's constantly looking at me and saying, "You feel right at home now, don't you?"
Yeah. Is it on like Netflix or?
Yeah, I think it's on Amazon Prime right now.
Amazon Prime. Okay. Well, we're going to have to look into that. Okay. Right. So Taryn, your turn. It's the big one.
Yeah, this one, Bill, families have just been divided over this particular topic, and wars have even started in countries. And so this is one that and we're really curious where you stand on this, because it's a very, very important issue. How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
As long as there's Canadian bacon with it, that's my favorite.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yay!
He passed the test. We can actually bring him to FCWC.
We can do it. We can fly him in now. It's all gonna be okay, everybody.
That was a tough one.
Okay. It was. It's one that I feel very firmly about. I actually have this on my website where I stand on this issue. This is important.
This is important stuff. Yeah, absolutely important. So Bill, you are going to bring with you something we are so excited about. Wednesday night of the conference, we are going to be showing it. Can you tell us a little bit about the movie that's coming along with you?
Yeah. In about 2 or 3 weeks, we open up a children's movie, Secret Agent Dingledorf and His Trusty Dog Splat. And it's not even a family movie. It's a children's movie. It's, as the director said, it was a movie written by a kid, directed by a kid for kids. Mm-hmm. So it's just very goofy silliness. It's got a theme in it. I can't write anything without trying somehow to draw the audience a little closer to God. So the theme is to honor people, even if you don't agree with them, mm-hmm. which is kind of an important theme these days.
Absolutely.
The theme is, the tagline is, God doesn't make junk.
That's right.
The kids in the movie. The story is basically a loser, wimpy kid, 10-year-old boy, has to wind up saving the world because the dastardly Dr. Chuckles, the clown, has invented the great giggle gun that is calling all the everybody in the world to break into uncontrollable fits of laughter. So, of course, Secret Agent Dingledorf, who has been discovered to be a secret agent entirely by accident by an organization that is so secret they don't exist. Him and his 2 friends to save the world from mass laughter.
Oh my word!
Well, and, 2 things here. Number one, the person that is to my left, but I may be to her left. Who knows? Taryn is a multiple award-winning middle grade novel writer. So that is just like, she is so totally like, this is her thing.
That's up my alley.
Yeah. She is really excited about this. But I'll tell you too, last year when we were in the throes of the pandemic and we hadn't left our homes in, days and weeks and months, I posted on Facebook something that I felt in my absolute gut. And I said, I want to go into a bookstore and I want to walk to the children's section and sit down in a little chair and read a children's book, because I just felt like, that was a joy that I had before. And sometimes it's going back to the simple, fun things of childhood that reconnect us again. And I'm excited. I'm excited as a older woman to see this movie and to, I don't know, get to be a kid again. We're going to have Coke floats. We're going to have popcorn. We're excited. So everyone, this is Bill Myers, our FCWC 2021 keynote speaker. We are so excited you are coming, Mr. Bill Myers. I'm Eva Marie Everson. This is Taryn Suiters, your director, your co-director. If you have not signed up already, you have less than 10 days, about 9 days to get the early bird special. So you want to go to word-weavers.com/Florida events and register for this once in a lifetime opportunity to come to the Florida conference, get yourself educated on the craft of writing, mingle with some of the greatest minds in Christian writing, such as Mr. Bill Myers and Ms. Taryn Suiters, and just have a good old time. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're all about. So we will see you next time. And until then, you take care. Again, that's word-weavers.com/Florida events. Thank you again, Mr. Bill Myers, for coming and being with us today.
You're welcome. A lot more fun than writing.
Right. Isn't it?
I agree.
All right. Bye, everyone.